Shock, anger, disbelief, and grief at the forecourt of an uncompleted one-story building owned by 45-year-old father of 10, Idrisu Alhassan, who passed on at the Wa Municipal Hospital following Thursday's alleged indiscriminate shooting over a disputed family land. Idrisu Alhassan works as an administrative assistant at the Simon Diegdon Domboji University of Business and Integrated Development Studies and was on his way to the Wa Township on a motorbike when he was hit by stray bullets. Together with 4 others who also sustained various degrees of injuries were right to the Wa Municipal Hospital. Idrisu's case was critical and required that he went under knife for 3 hours at the hospital's theater, according to lead surgeon Dr. Narios Nalani.
I think there were about 5 of them. One of them, an elderly man, unfortunately passed on arrival. One of them needed surgery as part of the resuscitation. So he was rushed to theater for which the surgery was done. But afterwards, he needed intensive care. We don't have an ICU in this facility, so he has to be transferred to the new regional hospital for ICU care, which was done. Unfortunately, he also passed away in the early hours of this morning. The remaining 3 are doing well. We've discharged all of them except one, which needs monitoring for a day or 2.
His immediate sibling, Alhassan Dauda, was on his bedside at the intensive care unit of the Upper West Regional Hospital when news of the death of his senior sibling was broken.
By 4:48, the doctor sent for me. I went and he asked me, who is he to me? I said, that's my brother. He wanted to know whether there's somebody between us or I'm following him. So I told him that I'm direct next to him. So he said, okay, I should come. But then he was covered by. So we got there and he told me the first word he said, God has given us and he has taken it back. That since they brought my brother, their condition was so bad. They were trying to stable him, but it got to some time, it was going backwards. So they tried all their best, but he could not make it. So for that matter, this is the end of him.
His body has been released and has since been buried under strict Islamic tradition. However, the Bamahu community is grief-stricken and thrown in a state of mourning replete with many unforgiving hearts. They want justice to be served and not relying on the usual Wala subculture of Tijabuyeni, to which we are all one.
I realize that Tijabuyeni nowadays is not helping us at all. People rely on Tijabuyeni and do things that they are not supposed to do. If you see where the thing happened, any normal being will not do such. But it's very close to the main road, and you are aware that a lot of people are passing. And most people didn't know what was happening there. It's the same as my brother didn't know and just rushed into it. So Tijabuyeni is killing us, it's not helping us. So we have to put Tijabuyeni aside and let the law work in Upper West or in Ghana as well.
What kind of justice are you seeking for?
Yes, I believe definitely this should go to court. And I think that's the beginning. So whatever that should happen in court, then the lawyers, the judges should do their work and get us justice.
Meanwhile, the 61-year-old suspect, Alhaji Yanusa Abdul Rahman, was arraigned before the Wa Magistrate Court, remanded into police custody and to reappear on March 25. Upper West Regional Police Commander, DCOP Peter Ndekugri and Nabugri told Joy News the suspect's remand will give investigators ample time to unravel the mystery surrounding alleged indiscriminate shooting which killed 2 persons, including former lecturer of Dr. Hila Liman Technical University, Stephen Langton Mani, and injured 3.
According to his information, I'm quoting what he's saying because other side has their own story. According to him, on reaching there, the youth turned against him instead of the workers, and they were advancing towards him. And he had to run to his car and pick his weapon, and he had to fire in order to scare the people. On the contrary, the people are always saying that it was never at the site. He parked the car and pulled out the gun and came to attack them by the road. As I talk to you, the crime officer, they've gone to the site, they have reconstructed the scene, and we are now to come out after reconstruction we are now studying the issue to come out to find out whether what the suspect is saying is true or what the opponents are saying is true. Yeah, the next line of action is to continue with the investigation, because those who are in critical condition, we cannot, and we need to allow them to recover. Secondly, today were eyewitnesses, and that is why I've told you whether the suspect story is true or the other story is true. It is after we taken all statements from witnesses from both sides, then we can now ban the docket, send to Attorney General for advice, because I cannot say for sure whether the suspect, what he's saying is true or what the other people is saying is true. But definitely the evidence will come to bear.
All eyes are now tilting towards the Office of Attorney General's Department and waiting with bated breath for his advice on the case. It is their hope that they will get the needed justice they are pursuing. Rafiq Salam's report from WA.